Hello and welcome to this edition of Mark in the Park, the program where we let you know all that's going on in Urbana Park District. Remember, at Urbana Park District, you belong here. Thanks for joining us today, and we're joined by Savannah Donovan, Environmental Public Program Coordinator. I got that all out in one breath.
That's right, Mark. Hi.
Hi, and we're talking about America Recycles Day and some general recycling things going on. First of all, what is America Recycles Day?
Well, it's actually a nationwide event. And communities all over the country celebrate America Recycles Day. Now, the holiday always falls on November 15th. But we like to do our celebration on a Saturday, usually at a time that seems to work well for our community. This year, in addition to the America Recycles Day event at the Anita Purvis Nature Center, the city of Champaign is also planning their own Boneyard Creek cleanup, so we wanted that to be on the same day. So people in our Champaign-Urbana community could go to both events.
So we're cleaning up the boneyard, and then they can come out to the Nature Center.
That's right.
On Saturday afternoon of November 3rd, correct?
That's right. From 1 to 4 p.m. is our event, and it's all free.
And how many years has Urbana Park District been participating in America Recycles Day?
Well, for 11 years, the Park District has partnered with the City of Urbana's U-Cycle program to offer this event.
Okay. So it's a well-established event.
It is, yeah. But, it's still pretty low-key lots of times.
Mm-hmm. And the goal for America Recycles Day is pretty obvious, but what do you want people to take away with them if they come out to the Nature Center on the 3rd?
Every year we like to hone in on a theme to kind of make that huge, big picture of recycling, a little bit more focused. So this year our theme is Fall into Recycling. It's an autumn theme. We are going to be composting pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, because it'll be right after Halloween. So if people want to bring in their pumpkins, they can do that, and we will compost them. And we're also doing a Halloween costume swap. So your kid, you just, used your Halloween costume for the year. You're probably not going to want to use the same costume again next year. So why not bring it over to the Nature Center? We will have people hang them all up. For every costume you bring, you can take one. And that's more about reducing environmental impact. So we're reusing costumes, we're sharing as a community. So not necessarily recycling. So what we want people to take away with is there are lots of small things that you can do that will have a bigger impact in our community and further out.
And people say, "Oh, that's just a little thing," but the little things turn into big things.
They do.
And speaking from personal experience, if you want to compost your pumpkins, that is a good idea, because if you don't, by Thanksgiving,
there's a mush pile in your yard.
It will be a mush pile, and then you have to clean that off your patio.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can send the pumpkins and your jack-o'-lanterns out, although you want all the glitter, and if there's any...
Right, we don't want paint, no candles, no glitter or stickers, please, but a traditional carved pumpkin, you take the candle out, and that's ready to be composted.
Good deal. And so you'll be doing the costume swap, and we'll be composting the pumpkins. But what other activities will also be going on out there? Just a lot of awareness, I'm sure.
Yeah, we always want to offer a craft, at least something that's accessible for kids and something that's, a little bit more fun for adults. And then we have community partners who are going to be joining us too. So there will be a representative from the City of Urbana's U-Cycle program. She likes to do some games for the kids. There's a recycle toss. You remember Bozo Buckets?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So something like that. We do a recycle sort game for kids. So those are for the littler people who, like to move around, and they can really get hands-on with the whole idea of recycling. And then we'll have the Idea Store coming out, and they're going to offer their own craft activity station as well as just a table full of ideas. So the Idea Store, if you or others aren't familiar, is a sort of a local warehouse of odds and ends where people donate their odds and ends, and then you can buy odds and ends. And it's really hard to describe the amazing things that they have there, but they're items that would have otherwise possibly gone straight into the garbage. And so it's a great place to find craft supplies, and they have some really interesting ideas for reusing, repurposing, and upcycling. That's a new term. So they'll be offering something to do as well.
And that's become more of a thing in the past, it seems to me, in the past several years, the reusing and the repurposing of things. I saw a great idea where you can take the 2-liter pop bottle and turn it into a bird feeder.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, now at the Anita Purvis Nature Center, our environmental educators are, very familiar with all of these different crafts that you can do from recycled materials. And it's a lot of what we like to do at our camps and our other programming. It's just that this event is really going to highlight those kinds of things for people who may not have seen those things before.
And you bought a little show and tell today. What is this?
So we did. This is just, it could be an ornament. It could be something that you hang on the wall. It could be something that sits on your Thanksgiving table and holds a platter off of the table.
You can hold it up again and show it.
Sure. So this is just made from paper towel tubes.
Really?
Everybody's got paper tubes around the house. So you take that paper tube, flatten it, cut it into pieces. This one's painted, and you can make lots of different designs with them. And if you look online, you'll find people are doing really creative things with these paper tubes. So we'll have lots of paper tubes, paint, glue, for people to experiment, make something for themselves and take it home. And, probably everybody's going to make something different, which will be amazing.
And you think, the paper towel tubes, they look very nondescript and kind of bad when they're all done. But that's something really pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
That's nice.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
It stands up there.
And before the event, kids can actually make their own little creations and bring them out on November 3rd, correct?
That's right. So we have started in the last few years encouraging people to make things like this, or maybe something artsy, or maybe it's something with a purpose, making it out of materials that are reused or recycled or repurposed, and then bringing that to our creative reuse competition. So you can take something like this that you've made at home and enter it in the competition, and we'll just have little prizes for everybody who wants to participate. We like to, focus on is something useful. I know that I mentioned this could just be a piece of art, but we've all got lots of things on the walls. Usually we want our things that we create to have a new life, a new purpose. And so people have made things in the past like a rug out of old t-shirts. That was a favorite of mine. We had somebody last year make tote bags out of old birdseed and dog food bags.
Nice.
Really neat ideas.
I've seen a quilt made out of someone. They've run 5Ks and 10Ks and marathons, and somebody made a quilt out of those t-shirts to kind of honor that person, but at the same time...
Exactly. Well, that would be a great example of something that could be entered in the competition. We do hope that we get lots of kids participating, but we welcome entries from all ages.
Now, there are, at times over the years, there's been some recycling education going on at Anita Purvis Nature Center. There have been some composting classes and things along those lines. I would imagine if anybody has any questions about composting or how do I get into reusing and renewing and any type of other recycling, people know pretty much the recycling programs around here.
Yeah.
But if they're looking for creative ideas, I'm sure you guys are available to discuss things at any time.
Absolutely. The staff at the Anita Purvis Nature Center are very happy to talk to the public about questions, ideas. We can direct people to other resources in the community. Like I said, the Idea Store is another really great community resource, as is the City of Urbana's U-Cycle program. So we have all of these great people in the community who are really focused on reusing, reducing, recycling.
And again, America Recycles Day celebration at Urbana Park District,
Yes.
November 3rd.
Yes, it's a Saturday.
Anita Purvis Nature Center up on North Broadway,
That's right.
right next door to the outdoor pool.
That's right.
1 to 4 p.m. Bring your jack-o'-lanterns and bring your costumes and have some fun.
Yep, that's right.
Savannah Donovan, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Savannah Donovan, Environmental Public Program Coordinator, has been our guest today on Mark in the Park, talking about America Recycles Day, this coming November 3rd, Saturday, from 1 to 4 p.m. at Anita Purvis Nature Center. For more information, go online at urbanaparks.org. I'm Mark Schultz. Thanks for joining us.